Treacle, get out from behind the monitor. Treacle! Oh, for fuck's sake. God, really? Right at the start of the stream? Now you decide... Treacle, get out from behind my monitor! God damn it. You're cute, don't get me wrong, miss, but you are a bit of a pain in the arse. Check this now and see if the audio's coming through properly on the stream. Right at the start of the stream. Yeah, okay, there we go. Treacle, what are you doing back there, miss? God, you little cute little furry pain in the arse. All because you had a tiff with your brother and fighting him in the bed and you ran away. Alright, hello everybody who's watching this live and anyone who's catching this later on, just have on the backgrounds. It's been a while since we've done a Thunder Thursday. Just on a solo drop today, so it's just myself, no fun. As, yeah, we're just going to be doing some tank drops, grinding some XP. Might drop the audio a bit though. I'll drop by 25 instead. Yes, thanks for getting out from behind. Don't knock that clock down, miss. Treacle, just, can you get off the countertop? Treacle. For God's sakes, miss. Go find somewhere to get comfortable. Yeesh. A little cat. Right, so. First thing is, first we're going to try and unlock the totally original Chinese Zhongzhou Tang Zhujian 88 or the ZTZ 88 Alpha, which for some reason is better than the Bravo? I don't know. Gaijin decisions about things, right? What's our daily? Oh, I don't think we're going to be playing any games where I'm going to be in the top 4, so let's just change that to... Oh, destroying an aircraft. That's a bit more viable. That can eventually happen. We can get aircraft, that's fine. Oh god, I've pressed something now and I don't know how to get that back. No, that's all to do with the video. How do I get the chat? There it is. What I wanted it to do was just to switch to all messages rather than top messages. Oh, what a horrendous start map we've got. This is one I'm never particularly good at this one. And that's to say, like, I'm not particularly good at any one map or the other. Right, we'll go with our lowest BR. That's what I tend to do, just to try and get it some extra XP. If I get lucky, I get a kill. Right, so off we go. Majority of the team always seem to go to Alpha and Bravo. I don't know why, they just fucking do. Now this has got top-down munitions, so... Perfect world scenario is there's just a tank that's behind something and I just fire the missile over the top and hope for the best. Though with no one going to Charlie, I'm not going to go there on my own. I'm going to change that, actually. I'm going to take the next left, and I might actually go over to Bravo and Alpha, because it looks like the team have collectively decided here. Hey PBR, hey Shadow Judge. Looks like the team have collectively decided that Charlie is a no-go. And that everyone is fucking off over to A and B, so I guess we'll go over there instead. And there we go, yeah, XM800. Got the ZA, and you got the Term 3. That XM800 is just so overpowered. It went up in BR as well, went to 8.0. It's probably going to get moved up to like 8.3, 8.7. Right, initially I was going to stream Mecha Break, but I was reading the Steam discussion boards and there's a lot of complaints at the moment about what's going on with that. A lot of complaints. to be a lot of people talking about the game suffering from issues with it just placing you in teams with bots and then the other team are full of human players, that kind of thing. If there was an option like Marvel Rivals, right? I enjoy playing that on the PlayStation in the evening. Just bot matches. Just, you know, humans v bots. And you can earn, you know, unlocks and stuff from it. It's a pretty good route. I like that system. If they did something like that in Mecha Break, that'd be pretty cool. Got Alpha, got Bravo. Here the Gepard. Jean-Luc Gepard. Hoping for the best, expecting the worst. Don't know what all those rounds are going past. Holy Christ, I see burning wrecks. Oh, it's not a Gepard, it's an ITPSV Leopard that just exploded. You don't trust Steam? Christ, out of all things, that's the platform you don't trust? What about Uplay with their ability to delete your games at any time that they feel? Or, God, what else you got? You know, EA Origin with the fact that the launcher continually runs after you close it. And adds itself to your Windows startup that you have to disable. I mean, those two I think are infinitely worse. And Microsoft? You trust Microsoft more than you trust Steam on certain things? I mean, come on, Xbox app, fuck that shit. I mean, none of them are great. Don't get me wrong. Realistically, it should be how it used to be in the good old days, where you bought the fucking thing and you installed it on your PC, and that was that. You didn't have to have an always online connection or some proprietary launcher or something that has to be on all the time while you're playing the game. Of course, that would have been the good old days. We don't exist in those anymore. Out of all of them, I think Steam is one of the least invasive by comparison. Hey, the driving's fine. It's the bit where we're seeing the enemy and then not shooting them. That's the bit that goes downhill. Shit, I wouldn't trust Microsoft with much, to be honest. If it wasn't for the fact that they've got a stranglehold on the way that, you know, the operating systems that you use. If more developers were willing to produce stuff that would work on other operating systems, make it a more even playing field, I think you'd see less people using Microsoft. I'm surprised no aircraft yet. Especially with Russia on the other team. I would have expected something like an Su-25 by now. Mainly because they just farm kills. There we go, what's this? Aircraft? I'm also currently playing this with only one of the earphones on for the game, so go keep an ear out for the door. Supposed to be getting a delivery today of a sort of like a starter kit for some tabletop game, so. I'd be interesting what the nasty shit about Steam is by comparison, because honestly, outside of, I mean, if you were big on your porn games and the recent thing in the UK with like Ofcom and stuff, like maybe I can get it, but I don't know. I've not really heard that much these days about Steam. that makes them any worse than any of the others, to be honest. I mean, hell, Microsoft are doing such a good job, they're probably just wrapping up operations as far as their consoles are concerned. That's got to be a helicopter. If I keep getting the odd ping, but there's nothing in the air, so probably scanning a heli every now and then. There's a friendly. Alright, there it is again. What are you? There it is. Yeah, it was a heli this whole friggin' time. Pressing T to scan it out to eyeball it. Different PGZ gets it, bastard. Oh shit, he still fired them. Oh, of course he did. S, because missile guidance still works when the tank is destroyed. Hey BFG, how you doing? There's the MiG. You're not missing out really with Star Wars Squadrons. Unless you want to play it VR, I felt it was a very hollow experience compared to the other like past games like X-Wing and TIE Fighter and all that. A lot of the scenarios just relied on there being wave after wave of enemy fighters. It was very arcadey. The multiplayer, it was alright, but I think anyone who still exists in it now, if you tried it, you'd just be end up like going against the really like high level, you know, PvP players these days. I don't think you'd encounter anybody who's playing it just casually anymore. And also EA just not really supporting the game, even though they had the potential of being able to get a fuckload of players. I was surprised when they added the B-Wing and the TIE Defenders to that game. But they could have added so much more. But then you can say that about a lot of games, unfortunately. Yeah, slightly better map. Okay. Kind of have a better idea where I'm going on this one. The port one now is like, it only really works if you've got a good number of people who are going to the C point for me. I'm just not very good at A and B. This one... Now, it depends whether we get flanked. If the fast movers from their team go up here, it goes very bad very quickly. If a majority of the team go down this way, we're also kind of screwed. Support a game that didn't earn all the world's money. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I think it was more like on EA's part. I think it was that apathy with the fact that the Star Wars license wasn't printing the money they thought it was going to. And then they were collectively head-scratching going, but we've made so many subpar games using Star Wars, why aren't they making all money now? What's going on? Where are all these slavering Star Wars, like, cockwhores who will just pay through the nose for any old shit with the Star Wars label on it? I don't get it. The launcher on this thing is so weird. Now, that target is probably behind the hill over there. Have I got a rough idea of where he is? There we go. Top-down munition! And that's why we like top-down missiles. They're only really good against light targets, but when you get those kills, they are satisfying. Hey, Dun Grizzly, how you doing? Here's the thing, like, with EA, I fucking loved the original Battlefront game that they brought out of the new Battlefront, so I'm not talking about the classic, like, 2 Battlefront games that everybody loved before Aspyr Media ruined them. But yeah, the first Star Wars Battlefront that EA did, I really liked, and I liked the push mode, because it made sense. It wasn't one of those ones where one team has tickets and the other team doesn't, and it's just like, if you've got a team that are bad on attack, you were just never going to get anywhere and the game would end really fast. It was just down to a timer, and everyone could just fight and push, and you capped the points and you pushed along. That was good. I liked that. With the AT-AT mode. And then, when they released the second game, they just added tickets to the attacking team, and it was fucking stupid. And it completely ruined that mode, and I just didn't want to go back to it anymore. And it sucked, because for the most part the gameplay was alright. Oh, and the fact that most of the guns were removed for some reason. And they added in content for the shitty fucking new films, which... Who was playing it for that? Running around as Resistance or First Order. Who gave a fuck about that? Well, I mean, there's the ultimate thing anyway with EA. I mean, they're owned by the Saudis now, so who the fuck wants to support that shit? And that's the reason top-downs aren't as good against MBTs. I don't think I was going to get a direct hit, unfortunately. God, look at the Stingray, he's fucking going. Meanwhile, it's a jet. It's an enemy jet, it's an SU. It's probably going to get me next. I am a big square box on the ground. Yeah, I know Kushner's investment group was involved, but the last thing I remember reading was apparently it's going to be like a majority Saudi-owned. It might even be a Saudi government-owned entity at this point, with I think Kushner's group just basically skimming profit. Which I would be fucking surprised. Yeah, we could get some amusing like Saudi themed Battlefield games out of it, you know, that kind of thing. They start pushing EA to make games about like Saudi Arabia invading Israel and stuff like that. It's just crazy propaganda machines shit. Like, I get it from the Saudi investment group, it's just, well, this is profitable and we have all this money, so we'll invest or we'll purchase these things because it's a business decision. But a big part of it that I think they seem to miss is that there's this, like, very real perception that Saudi Arabia is run by a pretty horrible regime, and that internationally they're perceived as being quite a horrible regime. I don't think this seems to occur to these people. Why isn't this investment making money? Because there's a lot of people that hate you and they don't want to put money into that anymore. Huh. Saudi Arabia's fucked once all the oil runs out anyway. That's gonna be a country that devolves into absolute chaos. Alright, can we do it? Probably won't work. We don't have to be accurate. I'm out of range. He's out of range because he's in a helicopter. Pretty sure he fired a missile back at me, so I'm just waiting for that. He's staying out of range. Wow, okay, their team just disintegrated. Okie day then. It's a bit unexpected. I'm not actually sure of the range that he's at. Goddamn tree. Now there's a jet. Are there going to be barbershops in every game movie now? When it came to Battlefront, I always preferred to play the Republic or the Empire versus the clones and Stormtrooper. Oh yeah, I mean, like, there's... For all the shit that people give, obviously, like, Lucas's prequel stuff, at least that was made by, you know, it was overseen by the man who made Star Wars. So for all its faults, there were still some really great points in it, and the clone trooper design, the Republic stuff, was really cool. They fleshed out a lot with, obviously, the cartoon series and that. Which, compared to the completely corporatized mass market, you know, focus group designs, fucking Apple eye troopers that they created for the new films, it's soulless. Like, no one gives a shit. Who cares? I also just love the fact that virtually no world building happens in any of those films for you to actually understand, like, how did the First Order even become the First Order, and where did they suddenly get all of these ridiculous sized Star Destroyers from, and why does the Republic no longer have any form of self-defense? Because it's established in Star Wars that the Republic is a thing, but there are other political groups out there that can, you know, be a threat to the Republic if they didn't have a military. You know, things from beyond the Outer Rim, for instance. That obviously the people who don't know anything about Star Wars were trying to write about badly, of course. You and your spawn protection. Ah. Barber front, yeah. The Ray, yeah, BFG, the Ray movie will turn it around. Believe, yeah. Oh, it has to, right? You know, that's got to be it. The Ray movie's where it's at. That's what we're all secretly waiting for, because everyone's favorite protagonist now in Star Wars, Rey Skywalker. I remember seeing original promo material when they did like trading cards and stuff prior to the Force Awakens, was it? It came out, and she was listed as Rey Kenobi, and apparently that was the original writer, was that she was somehow going to be like Obi-Wan's granddaughter or something, and then that changed obviously at some point where they decided to make her just this vague, nebulous personality. Let's listen to them on. The Romulans have been overused as Star Wars villains. So, oh god, the thing jumped up. as Star Wars villains at this point. Not sure where they could go from there. No, it's a good point. The Romulans have been a bit over... They've overplayed the Romulans in Star Wars now for quite a few years. I think it's time maybe we went to something like the Death Eaters or something like that instead. What's this show just... The sad thing is, Disney got lazy with it. They had a whole plethora of stories from novels and comics, but they just let Kathleen Kennedy do her own things and draft it. Yeah, and now when they do start to use this expanded universe stuff, like Thrawn and all that, they fuck it up. I mean, how do you make... How do you make fucking Admiral Thrawn look like a complete goof? With every decision he makes in that Ahsoka TV series. He goes from being the most threatening like agent of the Empire to have ever existed, maybe after Darth Vader, to just being some idiot who just sits on a planet and just gets tons of his men killed. And then claims, yes, this is exactly how I expected things to go. I am winning. You do believe Disney can save Star Wars? The only way they would save Star Wars is if they basically held their hands up and said, look, this little experiment that we did with those 3 movies, that was our bad, we're sorry. Those never happened, it's an alternate timeline. So, you know, Han, Luke and Leia didn't die pointless, stupid fucking deaths. We're making a whole new set of stories now, and they have nothing connected to these films, and it's just original characters, and we're not relying on legacy. That's the only way that I think that they could get any type of trust back. Because at this point, the brand is irreparably damaged. Like, when one of the villains that you bring back is fucking Palpatine, with his fleet of Super Star Destroyers, or Star Destroyers with Death Star cannons. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? If the writer's best sort of solution to having a threat for the villains was to just have bigger spaceships for the bad guys to have, what was that? We already had big spaceships. We had that in the Empire. Do something different. Give us an actual threat that we could give a shit about. Or at least give us some grounding in just what the fuck is going on. Like, the Galactic Empire, we understood what it was. The name implied it. The first film shows us they are in charge. But they are the villains. The Force Awakens is just, there is the First Order. What the fuck is the First Order? Are they a religious group? Are they fanatics? Are they former Imperials? Why is that tree slowly standing up? Yeah, none of this is explained. So we don't have any ground, we don't have any reason to understand why they have all of this control and power. It would have even been probably a slightly better route if the First Order were what the Republic became. Like, the New Republic became twisted, and it was taken over by, like, a mix of former Imperial fanatics and just hardliners in the New Republic who thought that, like, they needed more of an iron fist approach to prevent the rise of another empire, and ended up becoming the villain themselves, which at least would have been a more grounded, understandable route for the story. Instead, we just have to believe that this group of people were just out in the unknown fringes of space, abducting kids to brainwash into becoming stormtroopers for reasons. And then they could build ships that were bigger than standard Imperial-class Star Destroyers en masse with a more advanced tech. Where the fuck was all this coming from? Who was funding it? Where were they getting all these people from? Where are all the technicians that were building the ships? Like, where are the drive yards bigger than QAT? Where's all that coming from? And probably many other questions within the context of the Star Wars universe that has been long established, like, not just in years, but for decades. Do you need to repair? Hello? doing your thing, huh? Okay. Alright, well, I'll, Okay, buddy. Was Straczynski willing to come back and write and isn't Sheridan at all? Well, there's always been the threat of New Babylon 5 as well. What's this? Disney could make a Darth Bane trilogy and that would bring people back. Disney could do a lot of things. They're not going to fucking do it though. Because it's Disney and they don't want to acknowledge any of the previous material. They have zero interest in it because they want to push their own stuff because they can make profit. I think part of the reason is because of Lucas's deal where, you know, merch rights are kind of his in perpetuity. So he's always going to make cash back on his on Star Wars material, and they just don't want to give him any money from legacy material. So they're trying to make all of their own original stuff. But the thing is, nobody wants the original stuff because it's shit. Why doesn't my douchka penetrate the side of this thing? For fuck's sake. Fucking go, Centurion! Now, if this Netflix deal goes through with the whole buying of Warner Bros. Thing, I would be interested in Netflix was seriously considering like reviving certain franchises that Warner just don't care about anymore, like Babylon 5. Because I think Netflix money and a serious approach, they could probably get Straczynski on board to do like a remake of B5. New cast and everything. I wouldn't mind that. Like updated visuals and stuff would be pretty fucking cool. As a writer, I don't think he's been like compromised. I think he's still got a pretty level head on his shoulders about his universe and his writing. I think he could do a good job. Whether Netflix wants to, that's a different story. And that's if Paramount does nothing, obviously. I think is it Paramount? One of those two. It's like Paramount and Universal or something. They're putting in a counter offer for Warner Bros., aren't they? What exactly was Babylon 5? My god, man. It was only the thing that Deep Space Nine completely stole from. Everyone praises Deep Space Nine, best Star Trek ever. Oh my god, the writing was so great. The entire premise of Deep Space Nine is Babylon 5. So Babylon 5 is set in a distant future of humanity where we have gotten obviously spaceflight, and we have met several other advanced intelligent species as well, like the Narn, the Centauri, the Minbari, and stuff like that. There's been conflicts over the years, but where the story starts is on the station, the titular station of Babylon 5. The idea is that to prevent another great war, humanity built this station with the idea that all races could come there and settle differences diplomatically. Surprise, surprise, we're also near a jump point, aka a wormhole, just like they have in Deep Space Nine. And you followed the exploits of the crew of Babylon 5 and all the different things that they're dealing with. And it's really fucking good. The writing is really sharp, the acting is brilliant. Some of the visuals now will be a bit dated. I mean, all the CG was done on an Amiga, but holy shit, it doesn't compromise the fact that it has some of the best sci-fi writing for a series of all time. Blake 7 reboot with Morford Clark. I don't have a frame of reference for Morford Clark, Naman. So I'm assuming gender swap is what that is. Also, Bro's not in the room, so that's not really going to have any effect. Star Trek 5 indeed is the only Star Trek we're talking about, man. I agree. I completely agree with this sentiment. Star Trek 5 is the best Star Trek. It's just hands down. You can't go wrong. This is stupid, and he probably knows I'm coming. But fuck it, I don't want to go to Bravo. Not on my own. Sorry, did my tank stutter? Oh right, okay. I thought I could hear a bomb coming in. But it's just my tank's engine. Oh, she's the Galadriel actress. Oh yeah, okay. That would be pretty bad. Yeah, that would, I think that would probably kill the bro. Oh, unrelated, but have you seen like Sharon Osbourne in 2025? Is it not Sharon Osbourne, sorry. The daughter, what's her fucking name? It's not Sharon, is it? Kelly Osbourne. Sorry, Kelly Osbourne in 2025. Holy shit, does she look different? I logged out my email and I just saw like a random like news post thing. I was like, there were two pictures of what looked like two completely different women, and I was like, that's not Kelly Osbourne. He was like, holy fuck, this is a totally different person. Great fucking hair, though. What do you mean, oh, bite me, first contact was awesome and Rafa Khan was the only time I've ever enjoyed the original crew. Ah, you get this, the man. You see this, Shadow just doesn't, not a true Trek fan. If you don't find 5 to be the best one, you're not a real Star Trek. That's what all the best Trekkers say. Trekkers is the real name for the fans. Why do I feel like the clip you will have posted of Babylon 5 will not be the most glowing clip of Babylon 5? Well, I got his driver and loader. Loader. His loader's ready. Ow! He killed my gunner and my breach, so, you know. We just both live in this world now. The reload world of War Thunder. Both our teams are pretty fucked up. See, Shadow Judge misses the opportunity to basically be able to cause grief outside of the stream as well. I happen to act as a decoy. Shoot! Hey, I'm here! Shoot me, Christmas tree! Oh, my gun just came back in. This artillery's chasing me everywhere. That's an XM800 again. There we go. No! You cannot die! I have no Dushka. And my reload is extremely slow. Yes! You will not die, chieftain. I will not allow it. I am holding F to repair. There we go. You were good, my son. Now. Out of curiosity, how bad is Discovery? Oh god, no, no, no. Oh! Oh! Yeah, you can post a link in chat, yeah, it's fine. No. Star Trekking should have been Discovery's song, yes, yes. Oh! Who's shooting the chieftain? Stop it, immediately. I shall take these hits. No, Discovery is awful. Don't bother. If you actually have any genuine like of Star Trek, Discovery will very quickly drain that love out of you. Oh, that'll explain some of the issues I was having. I've got parts now. Yay! Oh, I can unlock Hesh rounds. Do I want to unlock Hesh rounds? Probably not. Or not just yet. Because Hesh rounds are shit. Even though they should be really good. God, we're on a bit of a run with China at the moment. I've jinxed it now. Holy shit. Hey Archangel, I require to shut my brain down before I break down into insanity. Go Rocket, do use your glorious wolf on the website. I will! I will! Yeah, that pretty much tracks, yeah. The only good thing about that people say about Discovery is for people who have no frame of reference for previous Star Trek. Oh, come on. Hesh is great when it works. 9 times out of 10 now, you fire Hesh at a vehicle and it just... how does Hesh ricochet? I mean, how does that work? Gaijin found a way. Big Popper Gaijin. They found a fucking way to make Hesh bounce. Oh, yeah, that is a good clip, yeah, with Delenn and, yeah. I think China. Japan would have the big fucking Noburinin or whatever it is on the back of them with the flags and everything. Get it right. This is bad though. Team has spread like madmen shy. This isn't going to end well. Yeah, there we go. I didn't fire it hard enough. I need to put more propellant. Yeah, you're right. That is the mistake I was making, clearly. The propellant mix was wrong. Let's just drive through these incredibly resistant sheds. I mean, these things are... wow. They're just bits of concrete and metal frames that apparently can stop a tank dead. So, what do you mean? What would it... Hey, it go Big Boom. Hi. Well, it says China. You usually call it mainland Japan. You're gonna get me in trouble with the fucking with the commission from China. Look, we all know China #1, okay? There's no ambiguity about this. Come on. Stick your face out. Come on. That should realistically that should have hit the barrel, but it didn't. Now this fucker's gonna shoot me. Oh no, apparently I killed him. Okay. Okay, right, tracked. That's a good start. Let's see if we can get his barrel. There we go. Alright, that's his barrel destroyed. That at least gives friendlies up ahead the opportunity to push. Because I can see there's 2 friendlies ahead of him there. I've only just noticed just how bad it's now going for the team, because we've lost A, B and C. So I fully expect to die very quickly soon. You know, the M60A3 tabletops him. Ow! I just got shot through the smoke. Everyone saw that, right? The smoke was popped and then he shot me. I definitely think there's something fucking fishy going on with that one. Uh-oh. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Chinese government's gonna come and fucking abduct me. Look at brainwashed. I don't want to be brainwashed. Doesn't sound like fun. I like my dirty brain. Hello. Ow. So wait, you've been sat there this whole time waiting for me to turn my turret. So he just let a friendly just get killed. That's the guy who's just rolling around spawn. Well, I think we can very clearly say this one's over. So over to France we go. Or as I like to call it, Le France. We translated meaning the France, in case we confuse it for some other France. Of course, we have the Dutch flag to represent our French lineup, and standing in solidarity with Fruneker on that one. Look on the bright side. When they brainwash you, maybe they'll teach you how to drive a bloody tank. Did I not just have how many victories in a row? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I had 3 victories in a row there. I'd say that's pretty good. You're like, fuck off, Naman, you do not have a clean and innocent mind. Even that's why BFG's laughing at what you just said. Good God. $8-7, yeah, finish the Brennus Pennis. 7. I was wondering if I can or should go to 9-3. And I feel like maybe I should. It's gonna cost money now. Because the SK105A2, that can up tier itself pretty well, because it's got good rate of fire and the rounds are pretty decent. The AMX32 is 9.3, the Santel's 9.3. And I've got the VBCI unlocked at 9.3, so it would make sense to have more vehicles unlocked in the lineup. Yeah, actually, where does that fucker go? Does that go in the middle one? Yeah, yeah. I don't know why I've got the aircraft there. Alright, fuck it. We'll go to 9-3. Why not? Oh god, my money. Oh, the cash. Oh. Oh, oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh. And at least the AMX 30 B2 Brennus, which just seems to be a random backfill. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh yeah, I'm trying to level up the AMX 10M. That's not going to go well at SBR, but yeah, we'll get there eventually. The Vautour? Yeah, we can Vautour. Put that in there. Not very good with the bombs on it, but... Oh god, all the skins for it have to be the Israeli Air Force version. Jesus. Oh well. Dinking around hiding like a coward. The first match was pretty bad, but Spaceport, I did alright. And that last match, I did pretty good. Japan mission. I killed quite a few of them. Hey, is that would you say the name is AKA Sherry or Akashiri? I'm just making sure because I've seen the name and I don't want to read it wrong. Right, now. We want to try and get here in the 105 to be able to look down here. Ignore the accent, ignore the voice in the tank. It's an Austrian crew. It's an Austrian crew vehicle. It's just what it does. Don't worry, we'll hear the French. They'll come about. AKA Shuri. Okay, right. Wants to confirm that? Yeah. Someone's knocking on my door with machine guns there, but...
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Turret on the floor. Radfaro, Roberts. Radfara, yogurts. Alright, Charlie seems secure at the moment. Yeah, I do have the habit of popping on some people's YouTube. I apologise for that. I have asked Google to try and remove me from people's YouTubes. Recommended. So I don't inflict myself upon them. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? I hit him, right? I'm pretty sure I did something along those lines. Well, or was it like a last second barrel wobble or something? I was fairly certain I hit that guy, but... Did the round just through and through? But I didn't see a hit marker. The TAM2 IP now wants the angle, of course. just spotted him. 400 meter. There we go, okay, fucking hit him that time. Rank does indeed not matter. No, I can't reverse up onto that rock. Oh, he's been scouted. Let's... Okay, I've been scouted. Someone's dropping artillery. Okay. Okay, so the guy in the Stingray just knew I was there. Okay. I have to get off there because artillery's dropping on me. Is that what happened? It ricocheted. Okay. What name is childish but you like it? This team died a death, but then again this map does have a habit of making you drop out very quickly. Don't blame them, it's not a particularly balanced map, unfortunately. There's something on the other side of the rock here. And it'll be faster than me on turret rotation, that's for sure. There we go. Oh, it's an M22. It does happen still. Fuck, do I ever go off? I don't know what to go off.
Thank you very much.
Try this out. Oh, your name, right. Okay. I don't have the frame of reference for why it might come across childish, but don't worry, I'm very internet illiterate at times, so I do not keep up with memes and shit like that. Oh, for fucking Merkava, of course. Of course there'd be a Merkava. Oh, look at that turret, look at the way it snaps to targets. It's almost like he's definitely not cheating.
Air 300. Height 500 meters.
I like how the game's telling me to return to battlefield in my own spawn. Excuse me. I'm trying to drive here. Oh, he's completely destroyed the engine. 2 AA missiles going up. And they both missed. Let's go good tracking. Don't know if it'll hit him though.
Attack the B point.
Something in French. Different jet. Woo! Oh yeah, I forgot how fast that F-104 is. It's insanely quick. Well, there we go, the Santal. Hey Alpha 1, how you doing? Right, so this is just missile guided, isn't it?
Heights 200 meters.
Yeah, left click activates. Turret rotation's a bit slow.
Heights 400 meters.
Okay.
To the map.
As far as I know, it's only got tone. If you fire anywhere within the big green circle, it'll still track. It's a hell of a detection range on it then. Or radius at least. It's quite nice. It's got a bit of maneuverability as well. The chassis it's on, the same one as the Mephisto, makes it quite fast.
Air. Air 320. Heights 300 meters.
God, the lock-on range is insane as well. Like, that was 8 kilometers. Nice. Its accuracy is going to be shit, but the fact that it can at least gives you a better idea. What's this? Don't look at me. They were out when I got here. Okay. I'm not kept in a cage.
Attacks the B point.
Got now a load of their team have left, yes. But they can't make up their minds. Well, as far as MechWarrior stuff is concerned, obviously there's been the new playthrough videos that me and Bro of Front have been doing of Shadow of Kerensky. It's been about as exciting as any previous PGI project has been regarding the MechWarrior license. Basically fits the setting of not and very. Where the fuck was that missile going?
Allied forces have captured a zone.
He's closing in, but we can't lock onto him. There we go. Oh wow, god, the missile only just cleared the fucking roof.
Attacks the B point.
What's this? Maybe you should be kept in a cage but clearly unhinged. I don't think I'm particularly mad.
Objectif manqué. Repli.
Oh, we're all over to the Americans now. The old America lineup. Okay, engine upgrade on that. That's pretty good. Nearly finished the SK-105. We are still over in the American lineup. I don't think I'm not close to anything there, unfortunately. 55,000 off the Stingray. The system dictates that I must play as American, as I was killed by an F-104. Now, to be fair, I didn't actually check what version of it was, but I'm pretty sure it was an American one. And the vehicles that we're working on. Oh yeah, we're still trying to get the tabletop sim done with this, yeah. God, it's been a grind trying to get this one done. Weird US insistence, man. This weird, like, mini nipple tit machine gun on top of turrets, which in this game just means that it's really easy to hit and potentially kill a tank in one shot. Yeah, I was waiting for that. I could hear the engine. Oh shit. Yeah, he sped off after that shot. Hoping I could see his thermal signature. But he's just fucking booking it over in that direction. Wow, surprise, surprise, what's the thing they hit? It was the nipple on the top that's easier to see. And because he shot that bit, it ricocheted down in, damaged the breach, and killed the gunner, so... Oh wow, look, the thing they can hit is the nipple on the top. Such amazing tank design. They did just flick the nipple, yeah. And it killed 2 of the crew. Now that was from across the map. Yeah, because he's over by Bravo, so he shot from over here somewhere, clean across. Another one of these maps, unfortunately. I just like all the cover they have that they give you at spawn. It's really good. Really, very great amount of physical cover. Hello. The fuck's that drone? No, no. There's an aircraft. It's an ME-262. There we go. Get the fuck out, bitch. Now, he wasn't the needle dick version. There's such an open map, there seems to be a fair amount of hidey spots. Yeah, there are. Unfortunately, quite a few. It's like Gaijin's map design philosophy is really bad. Like when they have a map that has these 3 points, but they have this gigantic area up here. That why is this here? Why isn't this reduced in size so it focuses the teams into fighting over the objectives? They know why they do it. Because if they didn't have that, you'd have all the people who pay for their premiums that are really fast, snipey little fuckers. They wouldn't be able to use them as well, and then they'd complain, oh, I pay 50 euros for this thing, or 60 euros, or sometimes 70 euros for some of these vehicles, and then they can't use them to get their little snipey kills, and then they get bitchy. And it's the same with the aircraft. Every time they do something to make it so it's easier for, or a bit more balanced, let's say, for ground vehicles to combat enemy aircraft, you get the people in the premium jets whinging and complaining because, oh, it's too easy for me to get killed now in my aircraft. How can I drop 6,000 pounds of bombs on someone if they can shoot back? What's this all about? This vehicle is hilarious, though. Just look at this. Look at the crew setup. Isn't it amazing? What are these 4 people doing in the front? It's like a drive. You know, it's like they've turned up to a drive-in theater, or drive-in cinema. You know, they've just turned up. And they're just watching the film, and then there's the projectionist at the back there, just looking out the window. I mean, really, this vehicle just needs like a driver and the gunner. It doesn't need the other people, but apparently they're there. I'm sure in real life the idea is that they would be stood on the back. They'd be loading new missiles in after they've obviously been fired, but you know they don't want to do anything. They want to put animations and stuff in for that. So the crew all just sit in the front, totally exposed. Sunbathing. Yeah, they're just catching the sun.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
There's obviously not many of them. Like, oh no, actually, there's a decent number of them still active. They're just... okay. What's that? Drone or jet? It is a drone. There is a very small chance that if this even could lock onto it, which is a bit, somewhat unlikely because drones in this game are notoriously difficult to lock onto, but AA weaponry against drones, really, really ineffectual. You get something like a Gepard or like a Shilka or something, like firing fucking thousands of rounds up at a drone. They won't hit a thing. Yeah, it is meant to be a fair way back from the front line, yeah. Most of the sort of support vehicles are not meant to be this close, obviously. I don't know what our Ait is doing. Oh, I see what he's done. He went all the way around the map, and now he's gone for a strike at the rear of them. Is that going to work out for him? Is Ninja Cat's YouTube going to get a kill? He did fire something and didn't get a kill. But he's an I-8, so... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got a Gepard. That's not a bad thing to kill, for him at least, because, yeah, that thing will... That'll give him a bad day. Yeah, he's got some return fire. And an A4E, which is basically what the I-8 is, just killed another Gepard, so, you know. 2 of their air defenses down. We've lost B and C, though, and we don't seem to have a lot of ground vehicles. And I can't shoot at anything. There's an actual line? It's like a physical line drawn in the ground. No, don't pass that. That's the front line. Mate, if I could dumbfire these missiles for you to blow up the trees, I would. I've got nothing. I can't do anything. Unless there's an aircraft, I can't help it. That's unfortunately the fate of the improved Chaparral. I mean, it could drive. I could drive to Bravo. I'm seeing that friendly near Bravo and he isn't doing anything. I love the 2 friendlies who have gone to the top spawn area. Don't know what they're planning on doing up there. When we've lost B and C and we've got nobody who's going to cap Charlie. We know that there's enemies creeping around Charlie. But fuck it, let's just drive out. Let's just see if we can get to Bravo. See if we can we binoc anybody on the way past? If we even live that long. I mean, this thing is not subtle. It's basically a lookout tower on fucking tracks. There we go. There's. Oh, right. He tried. He fucking tried. Ow. We lost our gunner. It's not surprising. He is in the fucking conning tower. Oh, there was a T-72. He was trying to kill me. I don't know why it's Knight Rider. It just is. Oh no, there was a Japanese STB-2 somewhere back there as well. Here's the thing. Why the fuck are they all over there? Why weren't they going to Bravo? You know what were they doing? Were they just gonna go hang around over at spawn as well? This is the other problem with the game. Is there's just too much of an emphasis on spawn camping. Just everybody just drives to the spawn, camp. Drives to the spawn, camp. See? There's no point in doing anything else. So what a lot of people do is they just, once a point is captured, they just try to get to a little snipey position, and that's it. It's just completely pointless. Yeah, and it's Gaijin's fault, obviously. They encourage this playstyle. It's a bit like PGI with MechWarrior Online, where they would just never encourage actual, you know, team play. Where they wouldn't say, like, you know, light mechs get more XP for doing light mech duty. I didn't even see the round. I saw him fire, but where was the round? And he hit an area of the vehicle that just shouldn't be able to be hit, but okay. Herman Germans. Which other game is that? Because they've got a few undead half-elf. So I know they've got that car combat one, haven't they? I forget the name of that one now. Panzercore. Hello? Oh, there we go. It's a good question. I guess at this point it's that sunk cost fallacy, probably. It's just the fact that we've played it for so long that it's that thing of, if you quit, it just feels like you're kind of wasting a lot of it. Cross out, that's it. Yeah, is that the one you've been playing, sorry, Half-Elf? And there are things to enjoy in War Thunder, it's just due to the inherently fucked up game design that they don't seem to want to remove, because obviously there's just too many people now that that's how you play the game, you know. Oh, and there's stuff at the beginning as well. Everyone drives into each other at the start. There is fun to be had. I guess there's unlocking the vehicles, like just having a go of the different stuff, and as you go through new tech trees or start a different one that you've not played before, you know, you get that kind of interest of the different style of play. You know, Russia's quite focused on sort of heavier armor with big guns, but low sort of maneuverability and angle of attack. Germany obviously has an emphasis on a lot of sort of high performance units, but they have a lot of weak points. British stuff is relatively well armored, but it's slow. You know, Japan's got high speed units that have to rely on positioning. It's all those kind of different playstyles. French vehicles have a lot of high explosives and rapid fire, but they don't have very good armor penetration for a long while, nor do they have stabilizers. That's another big problem though vehicles have. Yeah. It's that destroyed my barrel. All I've got left is my machine guns. And then for whatever reason my machine guns won't like pen. The Dushka won't pen the side of the Bump 3. I mean, really? Oh, there's another classic War Thunder thing that happens. If you've played War Thunder, you will get killed, and the person who just killed you will die the second after. That's another, like, quite common thing to happen in the game.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Top tier maps do need work, yeah. Mid tier is okay. My biggest problem with middle tier is that if it's against Russia or Germany, it's all just heavy tanks all the fucking time. It's really boring. I mean, the other problem is that they used to have a thing where Russia at top tier would generally be pitted against everyone else, and that felt relatively balanced. Then they started doing it where Germany and Russia were nearly always, like, linked together. Bit of a problem. Pretty sure I just got shot in the ass. Somehow didn't die from that. I did see one on the map over in that direction. There he is. I got his cannon barrel and breach, but I bet you fucking heaven to bets that this fucker's machine gun will kill me. Oh good, I killed his commander. Then again, actually, no, that is a good thing, because that's the guy who's running his fucking machine gun. Oh well. Oh, my launcher just got destroyed, so, I'm off. Good luck, thanks for all the fish. Yeah, fuck you, Shadow Judge. Ostfront is actually fun. Here's the difference. I can play games I enjoy, or I can play games I don't enjoy. If I don't enjoy it, I'm not just going to stream them, and then you won't have anybody to bitch at, so... Come on, engine's not destroyed, let me rotate. Oh, I guess my transmission's out. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to hit him anyway. He was in the version with the anti-missile system built into the front. So he would have just automatically destroyed all the rounds. Well, there's no point on that one. Most people have already left, so... Ooh, smoke grenades, yay. That's doable. As a daily, that is doable. I do have a vehicle that can scout. We just need a map that's good. Okay, this is a map where scouting is quite viable. 7-7 Russia is the one to play, then the heavies are on your side. True, but then just playing 7-7 Russia is boring all the time. I think in the end, in this game, I prefer the high tier over the sort of World War II mid tier, but only because at least in high tier, when I hit something, I more often than not am actually going to pen and damage the vehicle I hit, rather than it turning into a scenario where I shoot and nothing happens at all. Sorry, did I hear multiplayer Battletech 3025 is getting the come up? I don't know. I need a bit of frame of reference. Sorry, what's the game? I mean, are you talking about the one by HBS, like Harebrained Schemes? You talking about that battle tech, or? Alright, I've scouted him now. You may kill him. Ooh, just got him. Though I may have to try and engage him because he's in a location where no friendlies are going to be able to see him. Oh, someone engaged. That's good. Where the fuck did I just get shot from? I got shot in the back. Oh god, they're already on our side of the map. Whoa, Jesus. This is bad. Look at that, ZTZ must have flown. The target's being damaged. I'm assuming that's that ZTZ. It is. I just got his fire control and his breach. Oh my god, there's a guy that went all the way around over there. He died, but holy shit, okay. I didn't want to, but it'd be irresponsible of me not to take the shot. The guy in the ZTZ is still over there. He's not dead. Why am I getting hit and then seeing the round coming? That's weird. I like how the T-72 does, like, at no point even bother to look to his right. Yeah, although I could say the same about the Sabra over there, who also, for some reason, hasn't bothered to look to their right to see the tank that's been sat there, I think, pretty much the whole game at this point. Yeah, I can't recall if it was Harebrained who made it, but it's the late 90s, early 2000s PC attempt at the Succession Wars, kind of looked like Risk with Max. Oh, right, that's cool. Okay, so he's wiggling around over there.
Attention to the
Okay. Oh no, that's not. That's not the ZTZ. KPZ-70, okay. It took out his cannon barrel. Oh, fucker. I thought it was a missed shot. It took out his barrel. Engine gonna... Okay, okay. That's why I moved after that. So, he's going to return fire. Is that the bell? Hold on. I must check. No, it wasn't. Oh, I'm mishearing things. Fucking cable stuck under my shoe. I haven't seen anything about that. Large, like, team-based mode in Mecha Break now. As I said, I was on the Steam discussion boards. A lot of people just basically saying that the game is fucked at this point, and that it's the devs deserve their failure because they haven't listened to the community and a bunch of other stuff. I do agree with some of the complaints about it. Like, for instance, putting match-made teams together of, like, an all-player group against 2 players with some bots is not a very good way of doing it. Why is the cat rate so low? Hey, Yubbo. How you doing? Yeah, yeah, Naman, I think there might be a new, probably have to be a new save game started because of that diplomacy update. Especially if it's supposed to actually make so the AI make better decisions long term. You're functioning with normal parameters. Good to hear, Yabo, good to hear. account for the drop-off in the round there for some reason. But then again, this is heat, not needle rounds, so... 10v10 require more strikers for the rosters, but Argo wants to say that. As far as I know, I think the idea is that there's an unlocked limit, so I think you can have multiple of the same striker in that mode. Motherfucker. By the way, 2 Atlas versus a Direwolf Prime did not end well for the Inner Sphere. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Undead. Half Elf. Yeah, that's not surprising. A Direwolf Prime. Hey, the amount of firepower that thing has. I assume this is just Atlas Delta, right? We're not talking about any other versions of the Atlas. Because the only way the Atlas, I think, would have a fighting chance is if they got into that mid to short range with it. And then you just... it's SRM6 AC20 and then you punch, SRM6 AC20 punch. Yeah, except for the Inner Sphere won the wars against the clan, so yeah, there was that. Book standards, yeah. Oh shit. Whoa, way. Okay, the game did not like that. Wow, the game really fucking hated all those effects that just kicked off there. Holy crap. Oh, it's all... he dropped a shitload of napalm, that's what he did. Right. Yeah, fire effects in games, that's still one of the big performance bottlenecks. Yeah. Just a standard Direwolf, yeah, against... wow. Yeah, that's kind of brutal. Yeah, I mean, like the ER large lasers on that thing alone, like, just split fire. 4 and 4 on each of those, that's a horrendous amount of damage. And what at best the Atlas can return fire with their LRM-20s. That's about it, really. And I mean, that's not including the Direwolf's capability of obviously firing things like fucking... its ER mediums that are almost on the same range as large lasers, and the ultras that it's got built. Fuck. That's an inherently unbalanced fight. Both dynamo explosion, yeah. That's what I never liked about the clans, unfortunately. They have some really cool mechs, and some of the writing is okay around them. They were just inherently unbalanced at the start. I just don't know who they're for, if it's not just for the people who just want to be, you know, Kenites, they just want to be power gamers the whole time. And then think that, oh, I'm so superior because my clan mech can take out you know, 3 enemy mechs on its own. It's like, yeah, there's no skill. You've just got all the stat advantages. I feel like someone playing like a game of Star Wars Armada or something and going like, ah yes, my Imperial Star Destroyer completely wiped the floor with you. It's like, yeah, because I've got CR-90 Corvettes. Oh, I did fire back. Come on, game, give me that shot, please. Please say I hit him at least. Come on. It didn't, did it? Motherfucker.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, it depends on the scenario, obviously. Like, official scenario books, generally, I think, will give you a better, kind of, more balanced playing field when it's in a Sphere v Clan. And I think when it comes down to scenarios, obviously player-created, there's a fine balancing act when you're trying to do that kind of gameplay. I'm not saying that the game can ever be truly balanced. Once you introduce something that just has a default advantage over one faction or another, it's very hard to balance that. Especially in tabletop games, if you can say like, oh, it's okay, like the other faction can have like double or triple the number of units that one, but that means that a player has to physically pay out for double or triple the number of models, which is great for the company, of course. You only have to look at something like Imperial Guard in 40k, for instance, and just be able to see that's like, yeah, you can get loads of extra guardsmen on the field, but that means loads of extra money for those guardsmen. In Battletech, you only need 5 clan mechs to take on like 8 inner sphere mechs. So it's like in lance box terms, hey, you've got to buy 2 lance boxes. I only have to buy 1 star box. Yeah, of course, you'd be behind there. Let's just turret drive. Yeah, right, angle up a bit. That was a weird ricochet. There we go. Go. Fucking T-72. You see the speed of that guy? He just went over that hill like that. That's fucking crazy. Got a tank destroyer over here. Don't know what it is. Let's find out. They'll probably kill me. No, he went into the other road. He's going toward Bravo. Or he's behind these concrete pipes. Probably behind the concrete pipes. You can hear his engine. Very loud. It's on the other side of the building now. If he wasn't scouted, I wouldn't have known he was going around. To be fair, he had the right idea. And if he's smart, which he has, he's scouted me. Driver and track. Okay. Apparently my gun was out, but all that was destroyed was my turret autoloader? Well, not the also, so the rotation mechanism. So I don't know why I couldn't reload and shoot.
Recon reports enemy spotted. Keep it up and victory will be ours. Recon reports enemy spotted. Recon reports enemy spotted.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Well, you're coming in from that side, G91. I needed you to be coming from the front. Oh yeah, well that's the other thing. Yeah, you don't get green clan mech warriors. I think by default, like a clan Trueborn is what 3 and 3 is it, or 3 and 4 gunnery piloting? I know Freebirth clan pilots are, I think, a minimum 4-4. I don't think they can be worse than that because they still get overall better training. See that fucker knows I'm here. Why would he be firing over there if he didn't know I was here? I haven't shot anybody. I haven't done anything. You know, it's a bit fishy, that one, isn't it? Yeah, 3 and 4. Yeah. I mean, that's already a fantastic start skill to have for clan players. Yeah. The fact that some of the scenario books have clan warriors that have like 0 gunnery, like 1 piloting, you're like, what the fuck? It's like he has 0 disadvantages. Like, what? Preternaturally skilled pilot. I mean, I'd say a pilot that has gunnery 0 is basically, what, he's the all-time best pilot? I mean, there could be no one better, right?
Enemy spotted. Most of the zones are taken by the enemy.
Like, that's a guy who basically never misses.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Nah, it's a drone. If I could shoot the drone, I would, but it won't let me lock onto the drone.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Now, the guy in the Shilka, he must have known that the guy in the CB90 is there. He's been highlighted on the minimap for a good 30 seconds. He was just driving toward him? Oh, fucking knew I was there. Cheaty little bastard. Oh, look, he's almost one of the top scorers on their team. There's a shark.
Система управления огнем работает. Стабилизатор работает.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Электроника работает.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Gunnery 0 only ever get a sound of Melimech. That would be good. That'd be good right now.
Управление починили.
His birthing pod was the mech, yeah. It's, I forget what the scenario book is. It was one we were going to run with the Torlot. And yeah, there's a clan pilot in that who has gunnery 0. Now, it could be out of date, like the book could have long since switched and that, like, that's not the case anymore, but the fact that there was even a point where there was a pilot that had gunnery 0 is pretty fucking spectacular. I like running. I mean, because you said took inspiration for the table tech that I run. I personally prefer to run a game for the players where if there's any mistakes made, it's by their own choice rather than it being me weighing the game against them. I'm always a bit worried about adding in like truly dangerous threats because that's something I can't take back if a player gets killed. And ultimately, I'm not running the scenario for the players to lose. Because, you know, when you're GMing, that's not what you're GMing for, is it? You're supposed to be just running a game. It's kind of difficult in a tabletop war game because when you're running something like if it was like D&D or Shadowrun, something like that, you can kind of tailor what's happening. You know, by having it that like the NPC doesn't choose to do a certain action, doesn't use a skill that they could use, that kind of thing, so you can kind of fudge it if the fight's not going in the player's favour. So then at least the players can go, wow, that guy was tough, like, he kicked the shit out of us, but we managed to beat him, so that was cool. I think ultimately it's to have fun. If it's competitive, on the other hand, if it's just sort of like, you know, this is your team of mechs and that's his team of mechs, and yeah, that's fine. So that's the reason why I like to run like lesser enemies in, you know, in maybe in larger numbers, so the players have to kind of focus their fire a bit. If he hadn't have machine gunned out of the smoke, I wouldn't have known exactly where he was. Ah. Yeah, as you say, Undead, J. Edgar's, Goblin, Scimitars, Silent, like, those kind of vehicles I think are always fun to use because, as tanks especially, because you can have a lot of them and their threat level can be quite low. But at the same time, you can cause a fair amount of worry for players. Because someone else we play with in Tor has a very different philosophy on that. Who their view on it is just it's going to be this hard, and there's no other alternative. Like, you know, I'm going to throw you against these units and have fun as a question mark, I guess. It's just. Oh, there's the Santal. I don't think I'll get to it before it shoots me, though. To be honest, I can't actually see him. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't a Santal. Was it? I don't know what it was. Oh, well, Germans, anyway. 5 minutes? Let's see, what do we do? Should we get naval gaming? Could try a naval game, couldn't we? I haven't done a naval game for a bit. Let's see if we get a naval arcade game. So what have we got? Because I'm trying to level up the Trento and the Raimondo Montecuccoli, or Montecuccoli class. Sorry. Researching Bolzano, which is just another Trento class. We'll be playing Clan v Clan games a lot as well, so that might be more balanced. Probably. I think in the Sphere v Clan scenarios, it's just one of those cases where you have to sort of balance the idea of just, if I'm going to deploy 5 clan mechs, what's that star consist of? And then you have to think, if it's going to be 2 Lancers of Inner Sphere, they either have to outweigh the Clanners, hey Skyline, or they have to have some kind of terrain that can even the odds a little bit. Because I think one of the great counters to a lot of the clan's advantages is line of sight and terrain. If Inner Sphere vehicles can move closer by using hills and other areas, that allows them, even the lighter machines will be able to do some damage to clan mechs because they can get in and out of a location before the clan mechs can rotate, for instance. Or at least it allows you to be able to put a bit of pressure on and reduce that range advantage they've got. Oh, right, yes, use the hidden unit rules, yeah. Do you have that on the board as well, where you're just using, like, stand-in markers until the mech is visually detected? Are you doing it that way? Because unfortunately, there's no way of being able to move units and it not be a case of going, like, you know, I'm not saying that anyone that, you know, as a friend would cheat that way, but there's always the chance, isn't there, that someone goes, oh, my unit was here before it was detected. You know, it's like conveniently behind a hill or a building. No. It's a light cruiser, I think. Give them the 4 guns. Il combattimento. Dropping a little too far behind, see how this one goes. Oh, he's turning away. I don't know if that last salvo of his was a return salvo. Oh god, he went. Try going a bit overhead. Oh, he took a pretty bad hit. Don't even know. Oh, right, there's my first salvo going in. Too far ahead of him. Second salvo should be coming in soon. There it is. Because of his loss of speed, that's now dropping ahead of him. Third salvo looks like it's also going to be a bad one. Switch target to one of the light cruisers. We'll get a hit eventually. Once you play Navy, reminds me of an old NAS game called Silent Service. You basically pilot a sub cruising around fighting battleships on the surface. Yeah, because you're basically just always looking for a periscope on this, aren't you? Hey, a hit. So is he just coming to a stop out in the middle of the ocean? Or is he just turning really hard? I think he's just turning, isn't he? He's turning starboard. shade off. These are only high explosive rounds, unfortunately. Chance of penning. I need to get more of an amidships hit, to be honest. Actually do anything of noteworthy damage to this ship.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Bersaglio colpito. I'd say you can't really trust any of the great houses, or the periphery powers, really. None of them are trustworthy. There we go, that's a penetrating hit. No crew dead from that hit. There we go, that was good. 6% crew loss. Destroyed an AA gun, got his ammo elevator. Four penetrating hits, but none of them seem to do anything of noteworthy. Ah, that was a good one. That was a good one. There we go. 4% crew. Auxiliary gun destroyed. Only 1% crew on that hit. Ooh, 8, 1 and 2% there. Another 2% crew gone. He's taking on water. I don't have a lock anymore, so that was my last salvo. I won't really know now. Unless I get lucky with the next hit. No. Yeah, because I wasn't locked on, it went way off course. That's a fucking battleship. Okay. Well, that certainly changes the complexion of it. Takes a little time for the guns to dial in the range properly, and I'm going to lose lock on it in a second. Oh, okay. 8% crew, I'll take that. I don't know what they were all doing in there, but... Oof, ammo went on the battleship. What else we got? That's big for just... Yeah, I was going to say, that's what I'm looking at, really. I'm not bothered about the destroyer as much. Unless the destroyer wants to sit still for a couple of seconds. Let the rounds just drop in on him. He's going to turn away from that. Oh my god, he just got fucking rinsed. Oh, and then I actually got hits on him with that. No, oh wow. It's hard to hit a destroyer, but when you do, it really hurts them. dead in the water anyway. Solid hit on him, but not anything of any value. Oh wow! Oh, right, I see. I see. It was a Corbeil hitting him. That's why that heavy cruiser exploded. That was Prince Eugen. Switch to the destroyer. No, the destroyer's in pretty bad shape. He's on 28% crew, so. That light cruiser's so low in the water. Okay, well, the Sverdlov blew up all the bombs on that AM-M30. Hey, I'll take that. 13% crew. That's the thing though, Undead. If you enjoy collecting magic, even if you're not playing it as much anymore, that kind of thing, if you still enjoy it, that's the main thing. Like, just getting the cards, I completely get that. It's like, it's just having that collection is part of the fun. Ah, someone's finally clocked where I am. I have no navigation at the moment, so I can't turn the ship. I'm surprised it took that long for anyone to actually notice where my ship had been this whole time. moving. Oh god, heavy cruiser firing at me as well. It's definitely more worrying. Yes, there is a lot of combatimento. Normally I was obscured by the rocks, but in arcades there is an ability to target people behind bits of natural cover like that, especially some of those targets that I was firing at over on the far right hand of the map a while ago. They should have been able to see me, so players should have been able to lock onto me a long time ago. For some reason they didn't, which was good for me. I'm surprised I'm doing any damage to the heavy cruiser, but I'll take it. Actually getting quite a cluster of shots on him, to be honest. Sort of surprising. Though his guns are, I think, more rapid firing than mine. I think he just ran aground. He did. That looked like a really good hit, and then I see that the actual damage I did was negligible. Also, this light cruiser, it does not like turning. At him now, so go and slew the guns on the front of the ship ground. He's just got rammed. Oh, he's trying to get him. He's trying to unbeach him. Right. Well, it's a nice win to end on. You got that victorious Italian music. Oh, we got actually got a better ammo type, which is nice. Yeah, we got the armor-piercing, high-explosive, ballistic capped rounds. And enough that we can get better ammo for the auxiliary armament, maybe. Probably rudder replacement, though, to be honest. Turn a bit quicker. Right, well, thank you everyone for hopping on, as usual. I hope you all have a good day. And I'll catch some of you for tomorrow's stream, which we do already know what it is, but I'm not going to say what it is, because if we do, it won't happen. So yeah, if you're not able to join us tomorrow evening, have a good weekend. I'll catch some of you next week. Otherwise, yeah, have a good one all. They just drive around on a moped saying ciao, yeah. Right, so yeah, have a good one. Catch some of you later.